Man, what's up, bro?
Are we live? Are we
We're
here?
live. We're in this thing.
We're
We live.
here. All
We're on
right.
YouTube right now, my guy.
We live, baby.
Live. Live.
Hey, so
Shit.
ladies and gentlemen, House Divided. We are live here. Live reaction talking about game one of the NBA Finals. And man, oh man, oh man, did some
Man.
stars show out in the first half. The Heat tried to make it interesting in the second half,
They
but
did.
we'll get into that. My name is Corey Hilliard. The man next to me is Brandon Hill, aka B Hill. We are the House Divided. If it's your first time, hey, mi casa, su casa. If you've
Yeah.
been here before, you know what it is. B Hill, hit him with the house rules so we can get into this game one, baby.
Guys, real quick. 4 things. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys can be up to date on our newest and latest content. Also, like it. There's that thumbs up button there. If you guys like the content that you're seeing, like what you're hearing. Last but not least, though, guys, hop down there in those comments. Talk to us. We want to hear from y'all. Good, bad, right, wrong, indifferent. Okay, this is live. We're not a big channel right now. If we get some people in here, we get some eyes, we'll take it. But this is already, it's going to get posted to YouTube one way or another, though. We're on this new platform, guys, trying out this StreamYard. So, you know what I'm saying? We're just trying to make it in this world. Corey, this is wild, man. We're sitting here live right now. This is our first.
Yeah, this is
This is
lit.
our first live broadcast. Hang on one sec, though. Let me hop on the phone real quick here. Let me get some people in the live. Hang on. Come hop on the live. We in here. So we can get some eyes in this thing. I mean, you never know. But hey, man, at the end of the day, though, we're going to sit here and we're going to talk about what we always talk about, Corey. Kind of
Yeah.
do our little shooting the stuff, everything else. Let me go look at YouTube real quick. I just want to see. This thing is live right now, my guy. We are sitting here. You hear me? I'm
I
listening to myself.
I hear
But
you.
we got one member in the chat right now. One member is in the chat, and that's me on my thing. So, Corey, what's your reaction, man? What do you think about this thing?
Man, I look, the rest definitely helped the Denver Nuggets. Jamal Murray was an absolute animal. But I'll say this. And I don't know if I should or not because it was the same talking point after game one. When the Lakers kind of came back and made it a game. Now, granted, it wasn't a 3-point game. It didn't get down to three, and LeBron missed a three in game one.
Right?
But the Nuggets were up 24 points going into the fourth quarter. And that thing got down to 10 points real quick with about 8 minutes left. And so I don't know if the Heat figured out some things or not, but I will say this. I have changed my pick. I got the Heat in
Mm,
7.
mm,
I
mm,
got the Heat in 7. I'm totally on board with what they're doing. They figured out some things there in that fourth quarter. Um, I think it's
mm-mm.
just their year, man. And look, I know I'm going totally against the grain before I give it up back to UB Hill, but to me, the Heat is a team of destiny. They beat the Bucks, they beat the Knicks, they beat the Celtics. They've won every game one except this one. But for a while there in the fourth quarter, B Hill, it looked like they were about to pull that thing off and come back from a huge deficit. So what you got?
I'm totally like the opposite of that. I had in our last show that we did, Corey, I had Nuggets in 5, right? I'm still leaning more towards a Nuggets in 5 game series, but dude, I seen the total opposite. I seen a team in Denver that had a little bit more time off. They came out, they came out guns ablaze and everything else. I'm still, Corey, I'm at the point right now, man. Who is going to guard Nikola Jokic? Who? They don't have one. His finals debut, the dude drops a triple double. Let's just 27, 14, and 10. Come on, man. Now, Bam Adebayo, now to deflect towards that and to go the other way, Bam Adebayo sitting there with 26 and 13 tonight. You know what I'm saying? He had a good game. So he's basically just sitting there saying all these haters out here think that I'm just going to get absolutely dominated. That wasn't necessarily the case. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He put his points up, everything else. But the thing that they don't have to counteract, their second best player, Jimmy Butler, first best player, second best player. When you're going at duos, Jamal Murray and Jokic just overpower Jimmy Butler and a Bam Adebayo. You see what I'm saying? I think Jimmy Butler is at the superstar level. Don't get me wrong. He's superstar status. Absolutely. He doesn't have another superstar to go along with him. Jamal Murray, these playoffs, has ascended, in my mind, to his superstar level.
I get what you're saying. Look, Murray and Jokic respectively had 26 and 27 points. Aaron Gordon gave you 16. Michael Porter, who was only 2 of 11 from 3, gave you 14. But here's the story of this game. Jimmy Butler only gave you 13 points. Bam shot 25 shots, made 13 of them. He gave you 26. Gabe Vincent gave you 19. Caleb Martin only had 3 points. And so this is what I'm saying. And I want you to stay with me on this. Who were the big dogs in the Celtics series? It was Caleb Martin and it was Jimmy Butler. You know what I mean? They both had terrible games, bro. Let's just be honest. If you get anything out of Jimmy Butler and if you get anything out of Caleb Martin tonight, it's a way closer game. Jimmy Butler, 13 points. Caleb Martin, 3 points. God, I'd have loved 3 points out of Caleb Martin in any one of the games from games 4 to game 7 that the Celtics played against the Heat. 3 points? That's not the Caleb Martin we saw against the Celtics, bro. Let's just be honest. It's not.
Okay, but it's a whole different series, Corey. Like I tried to tell you.
It is. You're right.
This is problems, man. This is problem city for them. Yes, they beat the Bucks. Yes, they beat the Celtics. But you know something the Bucks and the Celtics don't have? Because they beat the Bucks with an unhealthy Giannis. Let's just be honest and call it what it is. Yes, he played, and we always say if you play your health. Okay. Okay, so it's a cop-out. But who on the Celtics is Jokic?
Nobody. But come out. Go back to the Bucks series. Go back to the Bucks series.
I would love to. You had
Giannis got hurt in the first 10 minutes of that game 1. The Heat won that game 1. You know how much they lost game 2 in Milwaukee with no Giannis at all?
Give it to me.
36 points.
Okay, but I mean, hey, still though,
with no Giannis.
Look,
no Giannis.
Look.
36 points, bro.
You're just making my point. You're making my point.
You're making my
point. You're making my point. They can't hold Jokic. That's going to be a big problem for them in this series. They can't hold it. The Nuggets have too much length and too much athleticism and too much shooting for them to compete with.
Can I tell you why I'm not buying that? That's
fine. Go ahead.
Because Caleb Martin, who killed the Celtics, had 3 points. Max Strus, who killed the Celtics, had 0 points. 0-9 from 3, 0-10 from field goals. Jimmy Butler, who killed the Celtics, had 13 points with 6 of 14 and 1 of 2 from 3.
Okay.
Those 3 guys single-handedly killed the Celtics in that 7-game series. They did it in games 1 through 3, and they did it in game 7. I don't foresee another game in this series where Butler only scores 13 points. I don't foresee another game in this series where Max Strus doesn't hit at least 2 or 3 threes. And I don't foresee another game with Caleb Martin, who damn near could have been the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. They gave it to Jimmy, but he had a legit argument for holding that Eastern Conference Finals Larry Bird trophy at the end of that series. Scores 3 points. those three guys are not the same three guys we saw in Milwaukee against the Knicks and against the Celtics.
I mean, man, I disagree. I just disagree, Corey. And this is where the house divided comes into play right here, my man. I just disagree because when are we going to just give credit to the Nuggets? When are you going to give any kind of credit to the Nuggets?
No. Time out. I'm not discounting the Nuggets, but what did Caleb Martin do against the Celtics? What did Jimmy Butler do against the Celtics? What did Max Strus? They all had very poor games. So I see what you're saying. Either it was the Nuggets defense, or was it those guys just having bad shooting night?
It's a problem, Corey. It's a major problem. It's a major problem, Corey. It's a major problem.
3 points. I would have loved that, bro. Strus and Caleb Martin against the Celtics. I couldn't get it.
Hey, look, any game that you allow Aaron Gordon to score 16 points in and go 7 for 10 from the field, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. I've seen it, Corey. Trust me. They've already – you want to talk about what the Heat have went through. Look at what the Nuggets went through to get where they're at.
What have they gone through?
Okay. Like they didn't go through Kevin freaking Durant and LeBron James. That's all cute. Hey,
time out. They swept the Lakers. All right. It was a gentleman's sweep against the Timberwolves. They 4-1 the Timberwolves. The only real test they had was it was 2-2 against the Suns. All right, and they came back.
Can I second to that? Can I push back on that?
Go ahead.
Because the Lakers, yes, they swept them, but I would argue to you that Lakers series was a little closer than the Suns series. And you're gonna shake your head. That's fine. That's fine. But every game was close, Corey. Every game. Couple things go a different way. That could have been a 4-2, a game 7. That could have been a different series. That's the Laker fan in me, my guy.
I got what you're saying. How many did the Lakers win?
Hey, they won 9. That's fair.
How many did the Suns win?
Okay, 2. Damn it! Why you got to do that?
I'm just being honest.
Why you got to do that? Why
you got to do that?
Why you got to do that to me?
You more than anybody tell me, did you win or did you lose?
That's fair. Touche.
Do you not tell me that?
Touche, man. But bro, you see what I'm getting at here, though.
I see what you're getting at.
The Nuggets got too much depth, they got too much height, and they got too much. Ain't nobody. Jamal Murray's a problem. Jokic is a problem.
Yeah, and I'm telling you.
Name me some other players on the Heat that is a problem like what
I'm telling you the problems for the Heat, for the other teams, the Bucks, the Knicks, and the Celtics did not show up tonight. Jimmy Butler, 13 points. Caleb Martin, who's been killing it all postseason, 3 points. And Max Strus, 0 points. I'm telling you, those 3 players have been problems for the Bucks, the Knicks, and the Celtics. And they didn't show up tonight. They just didn't.
Well, of course they didn't. That's why they lost. But we can all say that. I could say Anthony Davis didn't show up in a couple of those games. I could say Kevin Durant didn't show up in a couple of those games. That's why they lost.
But that's a Lakers problem. I'm saying to you, if we got the same Jimmy Butler, the same Max Strus, and the same Caleb Martin that played against the Bucks, the Knicks, and the Celtics tonight.
But it's a different matchup. It's a different matchup, though. You can't say that.
It's one game. Say that. No, I can't say that. You know why I can? Because Max Strus went 0 for freaking 9.
So what you gonna say whenever the Nuggets come out and wax their ass in game 2?
What are you gonna say if the Heat come out and wax their ass?
They won't.
You don't know that.
I know it. Trust me, brother. I'm not trying to lie to you.
Their 3 best players, Max Strus, Caleb Martin, and Jimmy Butler, who've been their 3 consistent best players in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs.
They didn't show up.
All came up with duds. So if all of those guys show up in game 2 and the Heat win, what are you going to say?
If I got to see it first. Let me see it.
That's fine.
As of right now, the Denver Nuggets are 1-0.
That's fine. A lot of teams have been 1-0.
And they didn't even play their best game, Corey.
That's fine. The Sixers was 1-0 against the Celtics. The Sixers are 3-2 against the Celtics and lost. We can pick out a whole the Sacramento Kings were 2-0 against the Warriors and lost in 7. So you can give me this game 1 crap all you want.
No, that's fair.
You know what I mean? Like, it's one game. What's the road teams in the first 2 games? What's the road teams' objective? They want to come back home with what?
They gotta win at least.
They want to split.
At least. I'm okay. Okay.
A split. Me and you talked at the end of the third quarter, B. Right?
We did.
And it was a waxing. They were up by 24 points. And I text you at some point, because in a matter of 4 minutes, that thing went from 24 to 10.
I did.
And the Heat had the ball a couple times, down 10.
They got Highsmith. That Highsmith off the bench.
Haywood Highsmith. But I'm telling you, there were a couple times at the 7-6 minute mark where the Heat were down 10 with the ball. And if they hit a 3, it becomes a 7-point game. Right? And so I'm telling you, that's what Jimmy Butler putting up 13. That's what Caleb Martin, who's been an absolute beast this whole playoffs, putting up 3 points. And that's what Max Strus putting up 0. I'm just telling you, it might be a different story in game 2. I would not be surprised if we go back to Denver and the series is tied 1-1.
I disagree. I couldn't disagree more with you, Corey.
That's fine.
In almost a year we've been doing this show, I can't disagree with you any more than what I am right now.
That's fine. I'm telling you, just be cautious, man. Be very cautious. Be very cautious with this Heat team, bro. They're cut from a different cloth.
I'm with you. Man. The Lakers or the Nuggets would have beat the Heat. The Suns or the Nuggets or the Lakers would have beat the Heat. Come on now, the Golden State Warriors would have beat the Heat.
You're crazy, dog.
I'm calling it how I see it.
You're crazy.
The 4 teams that were left in the West.
Bro, you're crazy.
I'm calling it. Call me crazy. I'm throwing it out there. First live stream in House Divided podcast history. I'm calling it.
So we're not gonna respect the Heat beating the best team with the best record in the league. We're not gonna respect the Heat beating the 3rd best record
going up against the weak ass East,
bro.
It's top heavy. It was top heavy. It was top heavy. More depth in the West. More depth.
You can say the same thing about the Nuggets' road to the finals. You really can. Who did they beat? The Timberwolves, the A seed. They beat the Suns, who had 2 players and nobody else. Chris Paul got hurt in game 1, hurt his freaking groin.
Those 2 players. Hey, listen. Listen. Those 2 players were better than any 2 players on any of the Celtics or the Motherfuckers.
Can I ask you this?
Come on, bro. Are you serious?
The sports books. No. The sports books before the conference finals started. Who was the overall out of the last 4 teams? No. Who out of the last 4 teams? Who was the odds-on favorite?
Okay, the Celtics.
No, it was the Lakers.
No, it was the Celtics. The Celtics had the favorite.
Okay, and the Lakers, it was depending on what sports book. Yeah, it was 1 and 2, the Lakers and the Celtics.
Okay.
You know who was last?
That's because that's who they wanted.
No, it's because who we all thought should have been there.
Well, it didn't happen. So, damn it, that's where we're at.
So, damn it, I'm telling you that the Heat are being disrespected.
And we're both salty about that. But
I'm not salty about it. I'm telling you.
I am. I'm salty.
Bro, I'm not salty. I told you, and this is an off-air conversation for people that know. I celebrated when we won Game 6, but I told B Hill we were gonna freaking screw up Game 7.
Yeah, you did.
I did. But listen,
you did.
But listen, the Celtics and the Lakers were odds-on favorites to win the conference finals. The Nuggets and the Heat proved them wrong. The Heat had the longest odds to get to the finals out of those 4 teams. The Heat beat the Bucks, who had the best record in the NBA overall. The Heat beat the Celtics, who had the 3rd best record overall in the NBA. You're sleeping on this Heat team, bro. You're sleeping on them. And I understand Jokic. I understand Murray. I get it. But I'm telling you, be careful, dog. If you're a fan of the Nuggets, be very, very careful about what you say and how you go about your business between this game and game 2. I will not be surprised if the Nuggets lose game 2 to the Heat at home. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of disrespect towards this Heat team, and I don't get it. What else do you have to do to gain respect, dog? What? You tell me.
They've had a nice run, Corey. It's been real.
A nice run? You beat the number 1 and number 3 team in the NBA?
It's been a nice run. It's been a real run. It's coming to an end, though, in Denver. They're not beating the Nuggets, bro. They're not.
I don't see what the Nuggets did to get this much respect over the Heat.
What do you mean what they did?
They haven't beat anybody.
So disrespectful.
I'm disrespectful to your Lakers. Yeah, the Lakers. Y'all got swept. Just be honest.
That's fine. Swept. That's fine. We didn't get swept. Like, it was a sweep, but damn it, every game could have came down to 1 or 2 plays different. That could have been a different series.
What did the record books say?
It's 4-0. They beat us. No, hey, hats off to them, Corey. Hats off to them. But when you beat a freaking Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, and then you beat a LeBron James and Anthony Davis, you get some freaking credit for that.
No.
There's more rings on those guys' fingers than who they beat it in y'all series. Just saying. Just saying. Them guys got some jewelry, my friend.
That's fair.
They got some jewelry. There's more jewelry
between Kevin Durant, LeBron, and AD. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Way more jewelry.
That's fine.
There's only a few guys in Milwaukee that they went through in the first round that had jewelry.
This is the same guy after game 1 of the Western Conference Finals that was telling me y'all about to smack the Nuggets. That's what you said.
I thought we was. I was wrong.
It wasn't just you. It was the national media. Everybody was saying it.
I thought we was. I got mixed up in that Kendrick Perkins Kool-Aid. the first take, you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't just Kendrick Perkins Kool-Aid. It was Undisputed. It was First Take. It was First Things First. Yep. It was any show that you watch. Yep. Everybody said after game 1, the Lakers found something out here getting late. In game 1.
That's because the national media wanted it, man. We all wanted Lakers Celtics. It didn't happen.
I agree.
I mean, just think of that, bro. We wanted Lakers Celtics, and we got the freaking Heat and Nuggets.
Nobody wanted this, but we're here.
Nobody. We're here, and that's why we're here, and we're talking about it, Corey, because this is what we do at the House Divided. You see what I'm saying? Right. So it's like no viewers in the room, but it's all right, because when they go back and they watch this on YouTube and they see the recording of this, they're like, man, probably should have hopped up in this live because these guys know what they're talking about. So I love this, though, bro. This has been great, but I just don't see it, brother. I just don't, respectfully. As much basketball as I've watched in my time, you can just tell when another team's better. And the Nuggets, and when you say that all those players did those things, the Nuggets didn't play their best game either, bro. They didn't.
That's fine. They were up 18 at half.
And they still won the game by 11.
I don't know how you cannot play your best game and be up 18 at half. I just don't know that.
I mean, it wasn't. It wasn't because Jokic wasn't doing what he did in that second half. I'm just telling you, they had to knock a little bit of that rust off from sweeping my Lakers and getting all that rest. They did.
And then what I brought up last episode,
they had some rust. They had some rust. They did. I'll give you that. But bro, I'm just telling you, my guy. I just don't see it.
Heat
I
and
just don't.
7. Close us out. Heat and 7.
Heat and 7. Heat and 7. Wow. So,
I'm gonna look
all
so
right.
smart. Oh, I'm gonna look so smart. Close us out.
Nah, hell no, you ain't. Hell no, you ain't. I'm still sticking to my prediction of 5, but I want to say 4. I want to say it's gonna be a sweep, but I'm
Say it.
gonna
Say it with your
nah,
chest.
nah. I'm gonna stick to my 5 because I think that the Heat will get at least one game in Miami. I mean, it's you have to. You can't show up to the finals and just get swept. But man, they're just not gonna beat them, bro. They just don't have it. So to close this thing out, guys. First live broadcast. Most of you guys are going to probably see this thing whenever it's recorded and posted to YouTube. But you know what, guys? Next time, this is going to be a normal thing now. We're going to have live reactions to everything else because we got this new platform now. So we coming on with the times. You guys got to come in with us. We're sitting at like 76 subscribers. Who's going to help us get to 80? And then who's going to help us get to 90? Who's going to help us get to that 100 mark? We're growing this thing, guys. I promise you. We got big interviews in the future. There's things that's going to happen. College football's coming around. NFL's coming around. Y'all going to want to be in tune with it because if you're not, you're going to be missing out on a lot of content. All right. Ooh, I love the house divided thing you just popped up there, my guy.
Yeah, I just learned how
Hey,
to do that. We're
hey,
learning, baby.
hey, we all learning each and every day. So as always, guys, this is the house divided. Speed Hill right here. That's my boy Corey over there. We're gonna peace up out of this thing. Peace.
Peace.